Hey guys, have a great day. Bye bye.
Hey guys, so minus my voice if it gets a little raspy. I had a wicked sinus cold with all this crazy change in weather. So this video is going to be all about how I made my home handicap accessible for my daughter Sasha. It was a huge challenge. If you're a special needs parent yourself, you probably can understand the challenges that I'm going to talk about in the video, because you don't think about it when you have a typical child like I had before Sasha, and then you say to yourself that I have to go and make this home accessible and wheelchair friendly, and you know, everything has to be at a good level in the shower. So it's been a huge challenge, but we're getting there piece by piece. So I actually bought my house 9 years ago, and the huge challenge before that was we were living in a 2-bedroom apartment before that, and literally there was 12, I think, to 15 stairs to get up to the second floor, and I was looking for a bigger place for number one. In our area, there is no such existence as a three-bedroom apartment, and if it is, it's usually on the second floor. The same way with a lot of 2-bedroom apartments in my area, they're just not on the first floor for some reason. So this was a huge challenge for us. And on top of that, I live in an area where we have a ton of huge houses. So usually they're 2 stories. So finding just a 1-level house like we had found with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms was another huge challenge, because a lot of homes in our area are smaller homes that are 1 level. So I had looked at tons and tons of homes. I mean, I had probably gone through 15 different houses that we had looked at, pros and cons. My dad is a builder, so he was going to help me in the process of making it handicap accessible. And even if I said to myself that we looked at these big houses that did have 2 floors, I had to find at least 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom on the bottom floor for Sasha. And the big deal with that is, so I have a baby monitor on, and I'm listening for her throughout the night, but if she has an emergency, she can't make it up all the way the stairs, or I couldn't make it all the way down the stairs in time. So I really wanted to have everybody close by. When we moved into this house at 3 years old, Sasha actually was still crawling on the floor using a stander with a full harness to hold on to. She had no type of mobility to hold on to walls or starting to walk with braces or arm crutches or any of that. So I was worried long term that, you know, would I be carrying a 75-pound child up the stairs long term? So I wanted to make it accessibility friendly for everybody, make it so I wasn't going to kill my back in the long run. So this is our home, and I'll show you some of the things. So I am currently in the huge process of filing paperwork to try to obtain a grant in our state to hopefully make an accessibility type bathroom for Sasha. The older she gets, the more challenges we've had within our bathroom. You know, the step for a normal bathroom or bathtub type shower deal is usually 2 to 3 feet. Her legs are very tight and spastic, and getting above it, and she can't make it above it sometimes. So this is our major issue within the bathroom. We're trying to get rid of this and make it ground level so she can just walk in, because she does hold on to these fantastic bars that I got online. I have 2 of them set up through the shower. I rotate them weekly so they still stick. But getting over this can be a huge challenge, and I have to lift her up so she can grab this bar. So I made it somewhat handicap accessible, but the huge issue is, even if we go the cheapest way to do our bathroom, it's probably going to be about $6 to $8 grand to go and do it. So $6,000 to $8,000 just to do a tiny bathroom, redo the shower, redo the floors and everything else. So fingers crossed we get the grant money on that. So the ramp is probably the biggest thing that we added to the house for Sasha, because literally my car is over there and she has to take about 5 steps to get over here to the ramp. So there's not a lot of, I gotta help her get up to the ramp. So we not only used a metal type of railing because it will last for the next 50 years and not need to be replaced, but we used composite type wood that, for one, won't rot out. For number 2, if she falls down, she'll never get a splinter from it because it's that type of wood. So the ramp goes all the way up to the house, and she can open the front door, so it's easy accessibility for her. And you'd probably say to yourself that this was a crazy thing to even talk about, making it handicap accessible, But let's talk refrigerators. When I moved in my house, actually, we had an older type of refrigerator that just had like the tiny kind of cup hole things you grip on the side. There was no handles on the front. So Sasha was fine motor coordination. It was going to be a huge challenge to try to get her fingers in there and get enough muscle strength to open up the refrigerator. So we probably got this refrigerator, I think, about 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought to myself, I want as much handle on there as possible. She's getting older, she's getting independent. If I'm outside for a minute or if I'm within the shower, that she could get a juice box or she could get an apple or something that she chooses out of the refrigerator by herself. So I found this great refrigerator that has these, excuse me, super sturdy like handles. Like you could just grip them and you could hold off them and never break them off. And the freezer is the exact same way. So she can just muscle it open, and you know, she doesn't need a lot of fine motor coordination to open it up. We have composite steps on the back also that go like this, and they're very low to the ground. And then Sasha can walk right out to the back patio and use her playground if she wants. And the crazy thing about this is when we moved in here, we had these crazy kind of stepping stones that were so uneven and wobbly, and it was like an accident waiting to happen. So Sasha can step on here, she gently holds on there, and she can go down and she can go over to her playground and just hang out. So if you guys have made your home handicap accessible, share your ideas down below. I'm always curious to hear other people's stories and how they've made their homes handicap accessible. Maybe they've used things or ideas that I didn't show or I don't know about. I'm still 11 years almost into this with Sasha, and I feel that every year I'm learning something new, whether it's with school or handicap accessibility or laws or rights and just new things within the home to make more handicap accessible, because the older she gets, the harder it is getting for me to carry her around. You know, they don't stay little forever, so now she's almost 70 pounds and I'm quite strong, but sometimes still there is quite a bit of challenge to carry her over places, and I happen to think the girl is going to be taller than me someday. She tells me that on a daily basis, so we'll have to see. But thanks for watching, and I'm going to insert a clip at the end of the video. I took Sasha out to dinner the other night, and she went with her bus driver who invited her nicely out to dinner, and it was a great time. And Sasha just like has the giggles so bad lately. Like she just can't contain herself. She hears a joke, I can come inside from taking out the trash, you would think she has a party in my room, and she's laughing hysterical. So this is from the other night when we went out to dinner, and she's just sitting next to our bus driver, and I think one of the bus driver's sons told her a funny joke. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
She's trying not to laugh.